Oh, hi. And welcome to another Midnight Across America. Um, I'm Craig, and
I'm Mallory.
this is this is my friend Mallory, and we do this show.
Yeah, we're
And
co-hosts on Midnight Across America.
we co-host a show called Midnight. Well, you're here, and what is this show? Well, this show is a show where we invite you to call in and maybe engage with us in some way. Indeed, there is our phone number, right? I'll never get it right. And it's 712-345-6648. In fact, if you're living in a payphone or another country or in jail, or I don't know, if you just like to call toll free, you can dial toll free 1-866-345-6648. It's going to come to the same place. Oh yeah, and then we'll talk about it. Did I mention this is a talk show?
You're doing so good. Yeah. And hey, if you don't call, we've got lots of stuff planned. Lots of very fun stuff planned.
Well, that indeed is true. We do have a lot of things planned, and we've planned a lot of things. Well, we've planned that somebody else has planned for us. We've planned to be surprised, is what I'm trying to say. And what a great night to do that on. It's Saturday.
It's Saturday.
It's Saturday. How has your week been?
Good. It was my birthday last weekend.
Happy birthday.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I got flowers from my mom. You might see those in the back. I've been very excited for this show. I don't really know what is about to happen, but I'm thrilled. How was your week, co-host Craig?
It was all right. I mean, there were some pits. There were some pits. I thought that I found the key to enlightenment at one point.
That's pretty big.
Yeah. I was hanging out and with a friend, and we were talking about how to communicate properly. Because you know what? It's possible, Mallory, that I don't communicate as clearly as maybe one might expect someone to, or in the same way, let's say.
Ooh, that's a good point. Also, I just want to say, I think that's true for everybody.
Well, that's a relief.
We don't really think or talk about that. So what a cool thing to talk about with a friend.
Yeah, that was a cool thing to talk about. And well, I don't want to get into the gory details about it, but there was a moment where I thought I had reached like a key to enlightenment.
Could you give us a taste of it?
Yeah. I mean, I guess we'll just start the show off with enlightenment. That's a good place to begin.
Yeah. Really chill.
Yeah, well, I think essentially it's about controlling the projection that you're having upon the world, right? And you can use your mind and you can use feeling. When I mean feeling, I mean sensation. Or you could use feeling like emotion, spirit. And when I started being when I started being surrounded with emotion, right? And that was the feeling that I was surrounded by. I became the feeling of just a valueless, blob that everything, it was like a superposition, like everything was good and everything was bad all at the same time. You ever had that happen?
Uh, actually, I feel it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's hard to stay. And I actually feel like there's, because that's like working towards that could feel like an impossible task. But I think a very powerful, like a cool first step is and you can't get there unless you do this, is becoming aware of your projections,
Right.
and attempting to articulate them, have them with people, be like,
Yeah.
oh, hey, I might be making this assumption. What do you mean? How are you understanding me? Like, to me, that it's like cool if you get to enlightenment and full control, whatever. That feels impossible to me. But like, to me, there's so much actually enlightenment and magic in the activity of figuring out like how you think, what you're bringing into things,
I think I
what
was
your reality
less
is.
in control, but I could finally conceive how to be in control.
Okay.
Or but that's the first step, isn't there? And maybe that is the answer anyways. Like maybe the answer is how is like the path to find the answer.
Well,
Right?
yeah. Yeah. I feel like this is going to be a recurring theme for us. Didn't we gently talk about this
Last
last
time?
time?
Maybe. I get on
Like,
some shit.
if it, like, like the process is the thing, the like figuring out how
Yeah,
to find the question,
exactly.
like this feels, and to me that feels like a much more actionable thing than like this watery like magic of enlightenment.
Mhm,
It's like, oh,
mhm.
well, I don't know if I could ever get there, but like maybe I could take a first step of looking at what has shaped my reality.
Well, maybe for me, yes, 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 yes. And maybe for me, like this creative process is enlightenment. So
Mm,
like I feel enlightened and like a monk under snow. They can't get frostbite or something or whatever they
wow.
do, like that's what I feel like when I'm inside of a process. And maybe that's all they're doing as well, right? I guess maybe it's just finding the right process or
Mm.
believing in it hard enough so that you can become two eyeballs, and in that delusion. Which brings me to like these phenomenal people that we have joining us tonight. That I don't know how you feel about this, Mallory, but like I kind of just want to jump right into
Yeah.
into like bringing them in. But maybe it deserves a little bit of a setup.
uh, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah. I mean, maybe some context of
Uh
like who they
huh.
are, how
Uh huh.
we.
So me and you about a year ago with our good pal Chris, we decided that we should do like we should do a late night talk show, and that would be fun for us.
Hmm?
And everybody was like, "That sounds ridiculous." Um, and then we did it. We started doing it, and then this guy just happened to be in L.A. when we got to L.A. to shoot the show, right? And we were like, "Hey, man, why don't you come down and like help us out with the show?" Because I think that he would have had fun doing it. And he came down and he was like,
To the haunted mansion.
to the haunted mansion that we were doing like shooting the show in, and he was like, "Well, first of all, how many drinks can I get?" And we were like, "As many drinks as you want." And he was like two iced coffees, and we were like,
Yeah.
You could even have 3 iced coffees. And he was like,
And an orange
what?
juice.
What? I could. Do you mean 3 iced coffees and 1 orange juice? We're like, yeah, man. So he did. And then we were like, beyond the show, it's just good having you around. Maybe you could just change your flight and just hang out with us and make artwork and talk about stuff. Help out with Dead Dad Day, which is a pretty significant moment if you care to celebrate it at all.
I mean, yeah, it was. We weren't even calling it then because my dad had literally just died.
Just died. Yeah. Yeah. So
Yeah.
it was a pretty fun and cool experience to have him around. And, well, life goes on, and we're still doing the show. And then in June, we decided to do another show with our friend. And then he helped us out with that show a lot. Yeah, well, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened.
Enlightenment.
Craig, you're in
It's
so
enlightenment.
much trouble right now.
I am?
No.
Okay. Yeah, well, he helped us out with this show a lot. And so we've been talking a lot about the creative process. And this creative process and
Wait, I feel like you moved swiftly. It was such a beautiful introduction to the journey, and then
Did I blow it?
No, you didn't blow it. I just think you were thrown off by whatever.
Yeah, I got thrown off.
It's
I get
okay.
thrown off easily.
It's
Go
like
ahead.
TV. That's okay. That's why there's 2 of us and more. That it wasn't just he helped. Like we, did a collaboration in Kansas City with this magic man and his whole crew of people that
That's what I meant to say.
really changed our lives. And so like it
Yeah.
I mean, I want to talk about it with them, but also if for people who have watched us before, you might have caught the Kansas City variety extravaganza.
What an amazing week that was, right? There was this one place though. There was this one thing that I hated about Kansas City. Like we get tricked in, like I thought that we were gonna be staying at this really like cool hip spot that was, and then like a hotel room to shoot out of, you know what I mean? Because as you know, we like to shoot out of like kind of weird locations. And we thought that we found this like old cool thing, and it was this bullshit. You gotta like find your own towels someplace in the and it's a hotel. It's a hotel.
Yeah, I learned a lesson that time.
And then also,
I heard from them with another charge.
What?
By the way,
What?
Yeah, I can't. The timing was so weird. I haven't thought of that. It's been months.
Yeah.
And just checking, my charges online as I do, just to make sure everything's cool. And it was like from this hotel, like
no shit.
And I was like, what the fuck? I mean, apparently it was for a late checkout that we asked for that they already double charged me for in June. So I gotta go back and check. But yeah, like.
You never know.
No thanks.
No
thanks.
There was some foul interests in there,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, right.
But it's cool. We're past that. And next time we go back to Kansas City,
I'm biting my whole tongue now.
Let's introduce our friends.
Oh wait, I think that they disappeared. I think that we're having some technical difficulty.
Great.
Hey,
Well,
why don't we go to a little bit of a movie, And then when
Oh.
we come back, how about some people call 7? You know it. There's the number 712-345-6648. That's 712-345-6648. Sometimes I like to sing it. Call.
Oh, it doesn't work.
712-345 on it. Because the show used to be called 5 on It Live.
Yeah.
I bet
It
you didn't
did.
know that. See, the reason why we changed it is because Midnight Across America is a better name.
It just makes sense.
It just makes sense.
It's what we were doing in the first place, celebrating Oh, hey, that's what we do, celebrate Midnight Across America.
We do celebrate Midnight
That's
Across
what we do.
America. And that's however you take that.
Mm,
What a midnight in this America.
what a midnight. Yeah, and America it's a
Anyway,
state of mind more than
I'm
anything.
saving that whole fucking discussion for yeah, and actually on October 4th when we come back, we are going to have a guest that is just so special and important. And they're called Queen Amour. So actually, I'm glad to say this right off the bat. Get your questions ready for Queen Amour. Go check out their Instagram. I'll remind you at the end of the show as well. But yeah, Chris, let's go to somewhat of a breather, and then we can come back with our friends if they're ready. that was a strange film. What do you think about those types of films? There's something about it with me that it's like a projected version of something. It's like a projected version of something, right?
Okay.
It's like not real, but it's almost real.
Hmm.
Anyway, we've got some pretty real guests with us tonight. Our friends, welcome to the show from the Emerald Collective, Alec and Nicholas. I mean,
Oh, and you practiced it too. Samuel.
I just have to be me, you know.
Do you want to give it another try?
Yeah. Come back to me. Come back to us.
Yep.
Yeah.
And our friends from that Emerald Collective, Alec and Samuel.
Hello.
Hi.
Way
Hey,
to
guys.
treat our esteemed guests.
It's kind of my way. I'm
It's
sorry.
so nice to see your faces. Hi.
It's really
Yes,
great to
of
see your
course.
guys' faces again.
Thanks for.
Hey, Sam, Samuel. Hey,
Samuel.
hey, how's it going?
Okay. We'll work up to it. It's okay.
Yeah.
He's quiet. Yeah.
That's fair. Okay, it's been like a few months since we've seen you. We did a big show with y'all. You were in Edinburgh. Like, I would love to hear about
Wait,
that.
is it Edinburgh?
I don't think I said it right.
Is it
Exactly.
what is it? Because I've heard Edinburgh, Edinburgh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think there's a lot of incorrect ways to say it, and I think there are a couple correct ways to say it. I believe
Can you give us
like the
one?
locals would say Edinburgh.
Edinburgh.
Yeah,
Edinburgh.
we would. Yeah. It's.
But it looks like Edinburgh.
Yeah, no, I know it is spelled that way.
Yeah,
I think
right.
And I think that is technically a correct way to pronounce it.
Okay, so is it?
I think it's better than Edinburgh.
Edinburgh is incorrect.
It's incorrect.
So if you say it the right way and you're from L.A. asking for a friend, is it like saying croissant?
You know, you got this one? No, I think that no, I don't think it is as nasty as that. No, I don't. Yeah,
I know,
I don't think
but
it's quite like
sometimes
that.
I do. It just leaks out. I want to apologize to everybody that I've ordered a croissant from. Hi, welcome to the show.
You guys want to tell us about? I'm not going to say the word, but we
Edinburgh?
all know that place in
no.
Scotland.
Yeah, last time we talked to you all, we were doing the Midnight Across America production, the little variety show here, and had just wrapped up our like work in progress show with the Ned's Night Hole live show.
Yeah.
We're getting.
And you guys
ready
got
to
a grant
take
for
it.
that, right? Right
No.
after we left.
We did the Emerald did get a cultural producers grant here in Kansas City, but it was for more or less like the local production work to Kansas City.
Okay, I'm sorry.
But yeah, we ended up taking the Ned's Night Hole show to the Edinburgh Fringe Festival, which is like the largest live.
I like how you
entertainment.
said it really quickly, and then it doesn't really, nobody can. Anyway, yeah, it's a live
Yeah,
what?
The Edinburgh Fringe Festival, and where it's technically considered the largest arts festival in the world. There's like a gathering of like around 4,000 productions that come through the city in Scotland for the entire month, and we did a total of like 12 shows there for 2 weeks, and it was a really amazing time. It was crazy to go with a shared mission with you and like 7 of your friends.
Yeah.
And go with a shared mission and not end up hating each other afterwards, because we all know how hard it is to just like go on a road trip with your best friends and for it to somehow.
Yeah, I do know that.
Samuel, do you co-sign that y'all still love each other?
Yeah, what would you say, Samuel?
Okay, we'll get there.
For the listeners, for the listener only viewers,
Uh-huh.
I'm nodding my head.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you.
don't think there are any listener only viewers.
No. We're like a very video-centric program. As you can see, I speak with my hands.
I was under the impression this was a podcast. I didn't realize I was waiting for my turn. Are we live?
Yeah, we're live. We're
Yeah, we're
live.
live right
And
Yeah,
in fact,
we're all best friends. There was no conflict
did somebody call
whatsoever.
the police?
Yeah, you see, we're in the West Bottoms in Kansas City on a Saturday night, and it is
It's my favorite place.
absolutely psychotic on the weekends. There's actually a like variety show happening underneath us right now.
Interesting.
And also a drag show underneath and a drag show outside with like drag racing cars.
And there's a
Oh.
food truck.
Oh, yeah, and there's
What
That's
kind of
probably
food?
where most of the noise is coming from.
oh yeah, is that
Tacos.
Oh wow!
Oh,
Oh,
we have-
look. So and then there's even more people.
yeah, we've got Crystal and Simon in our tech booth over at the studio. You can see they're working
hi.
diligently.
Oh, oh hello.
Hey, hi.
Oh hi. Who do we have here? We have.
Oh, yeah, I'm Madge Crandall. How the hell are ya?
And I am Simon Huntley. How are you?
That was, you know what? I sensed that or something. I'm sure he's ordered a croissant before.
He's maybe offended by how you're saying it, Craig.
No, no.
Croissant?
You're skating by just enough.
Well, it's a great pleasure to have you. So you were at the
You were all in Edinburgh at the festival?
Edinburgh.
We were all
Edinburgh?
Edinburgh.
Oh, it's Edenburgy.
Edinburgh.
Edenburgy.
Edinburgh.
To my understanding, the locals corrected me quite a bit.
Oh yeah, pronounce it. Yeah,
Yeah.
Give it a shot.
Give us one.
give
What?
us a shot.
I think I got Edenburgy.
Okay.
Oh, I'm so glad you're here. We wouldn't have known otherwise.
And so what was it like? So you were there for how many weeks? How many days?
Oh,
We were there for 14.
it's like at least a
days.
day.
Yeah, it's
14 days. 14 days being around a collective. So, like, I'm trying to imagine what an Edinburgh's festival looks like. And I always thought of it as a comedy festival. I don't know why. Is there any reason for that? Maybe
it's mostly a comedy festival.
It's-
There's a lot of dramatic things happening as well, but it's primarily a comedy festival.
Yeah, the festival is like technically a theater festival, but I think with the like financial restrictions that come with taking a show, comedy traditionally is like the cheapest thing that you can travel with. And I think over the years it's just become more and more comedy because of it.
So do you think
But-
is it more like improv acts or is it like stand up?
I mean, there is like a lot of stand up, but it's we didn't really go see that much stand up. And even if it is stand up, there is like a more theater element to a lot of the
Okay.
stand up. Like there's a lot of like narrative that is stringing a lot of their acts together,
Uh-huh.
opposed to just like, a lot of American sets that are just jokes, like a tight 15
Yeah, right.
of jokes. A lot
Who
of
do you
the,
think is the funniest country of jokers?
I think
Well, who won the Clown Olympics?
That's a good question.
Mixed match.
It was a mixed match.
Japan won the Clown Olympics at the
No,
festival.
that's not. That can't be real. Is that
It's
real?
a thing. It's a
I
thing.
believe that. There are some really
You don't
good
think
Japanese
the Japanese
clowns.
are funny?
No, I think it's hilarious. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. I meant it like I think that people can be hilarious, and I'm sure because this is what I thought of. I was thinking of these wonderful figurative dances that they do. That I've seen that is born out of Japan, and then I was like, oh, that lends itself very well to clowning, and they had good makeup, like historically, right? And that lends itself to clowning. Is that kabuki Japanese?
Yeah, there's a good history of it.
Oh, right. Of clowning. Is kabuki clown? I don't know.
Crystal?
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, no. Okay. I nobody wants to field that. I'm getting a no from the office in New York.
Our very own Joey, they filmed the Clown Olympics. So Joey, who won?
Oh, Joey's there too. Oh, Joey
Joey's
works with
there.
us on the production
we've got
as well.
Joey behind the camera right now.
Hi, Joey. Oh,
Joey's
that's a
on
really good.
camera.
It's great to see you, Joey. Yeah. So, Joey, can you shake the camera, yes or no, to yes? So, kabuki is well, who won the Clown Olympics? Okay. Anyway.
Here,
People
and-
from any country can be funny, Craig, and I think that's important to remember.
Thank you, Samuel.
Thank you for
But-
saying what we're all thinking.
Thank
But
you.
the
yes.
Japanese are hilarious.
but I accept that. I think what I was thinking about is okay. Let me be more specific with my question. Having been at a fringe festival that was so international and that has a bit of a comedic flavor, as you were saying,
Yeah.
I find it interesting. Like, okay, for instance, the British office is a different brand of humor even than the American office, that the first ones are like basically the exact same script, but they do it in a different way because the humor sensibility is different. And I wonder if there's like a standout that I'm not familiar with.
I have always found the Australians to be consistently the most. They've got my funny bone.
Wackoff's, what's his
Yakov.
name? Yakov?
If you're gonna say Smirnov afterwards, yeah.
No, that's a Russian.
Okay, I
Wasn't
was
there
gonna-
Yahoo Einstein? Or he did a movie called Young Einstein.
Mel Brooks?
No, there's an Australian comedian director that named Yahoo Serious. Yahoo Serious is his name, and he did a great movie about that he played an Australian Einstein that invented the electric guitar.
Is
And-
this the
That
like
sounds funny.
clay? The clay is it like the clay thing? Is that what
No,
you're
it's a
talking
real
about now?
person.
Okay, that's all.
And I read recently that he is in a lot of trouble because he's gone crazy and he won't come out of this other woman's house that he's not supposed to be in, and it's been
okay,
like
well then let's not co-sign this, man.
no, like,
Oh,
yeah, no, not like
I don't
like
find this funny at all. Actually,
Yeah, no.
this seems like actually really serious.
Well, squatters' rights are something important to talk
yeah, it's like a
Fair,
squatters'
Samuel.
rights things, you know. You just
Oh,
like
Oh, okay.
He like
okay,
won't
okay,
leave his
okay.
house because he's crazy now. But with a name like Yahoo Serious, what are you gonna
What do you
do?
expect?
It's a contradiction for sure.
It is.
There's the first part.
Alec, I would love to hear what is specific to you about Australian humor.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I really wish I had a good answer. I
It's the
first
size of the beer cans.
whenever I lived in New York, I had a roommate who was Australian. That's whenever I really first realized how funny, like, the slang and the voice and the culture is. My friend Jesse, shout out Jesse. Just their slang and the way they phrase things and their cadence and delivery, I think, is just so funny. Whenever I started working with one Australian comedian, shout out Michelle Brazier. She's one of the funniest people I've ever met. She's a Australian musical comedian.
Uh-huh.
And I truly wish I had a concise answer, because I have not really dissected what it is that is so funny to me. But I can't be the only one. Simon, you must. Is Simon still in there? Is Simon still?
You're here. Yes.
Maybe.
Am I alone in this, that the Australians are just consistently so
No,
funny?
I think you're correct. And Edinburgh was very much saturated with very funny Australian people. Michelle, of course, was incredible.
Who did Virtuoso?
Yeah, it was great.
Oh yeah, then there's Casey Phillips.
Virtuoso, yeah, Casey Phillips.
The Virtuoso show is probably like one of the best shows I've seen in recent years. It's like a one-man character comedy
Yeah.
that I recommend to anybody. It is psychotically funny.
And then what was that show we saw in that container? We sat up front and it was like a shipping container. But he was from Australia too, wasn't he?
That was, I believe
That was Drew. What was his last name?
Drew Cripps from
Cripps.
London.
He lives in London, but he's Australian, I'm pretty sure. Right?
I
no,
actually
now
don't.
Yeah, that
Then
that
there's
must be. It must be very fun
look
to like I was saying, well, I'm sure that they've made an Australian office too, so like you can like flip around and go to different types of humor, like
We're starting
which
to
office do
realize-
I want to watch today?
The Office is like your like default for humor. You're like, is it The Office?
Did you ever watch the Japanese Office, Craig?
I honestly, I got to. I can't wait to. Yeah, that.
Well, I mean,
That-
to me, it's funny to talk about the different kinds of sense of humor. It's reminding me of, when we were in Kansas City and after we did our show and we were hanging out with Craig's parents.
Oh yeah,
Craig's mother
Yeah, she didn't.
did not understand
She
y'all's
didn't
humor.
get your guys' humor at all.
Why would
she.
you say that?
Well,
No
You
one
know.
told me this.
no.
Oh no, I'm.
Yeah,
What
it
do you
wasn't.
mean?
Well, they were just like, I was like, Mom, we made a show last night, and she said, yeah, I checked it out. It was great. But what's wrong with those boys up in the front of the show? I didn't get it, Craig. I just don't think I got it. And
Is she gonna call in?
she did
Oh,
before.
She did before.
And
It was beautiful.
well, let's just not
No, yeah, we
make
don't.
that happen right now.
I think what I wanted to finesse that into, I really didn't mean the focus to be on that somebody didn't enjoy your humor, but the interesting part for me was like you feel like so our people and my humor, and hearing that from her, I was like, oh yeah, interesting how different people like different things, and I don't know, for me it solidified this, like, I'm not trying to be for everybody. I don't think y'all are trying to be for everybody,
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, that's a really good point.
Exactly.
I have a
mean,
question.
Oh, that's his voice.
Yes.
Yeah. What does Craig's mom find funny?
Oh, that's a
Good
Um,
question.
That's a great great question. My mother loves the Beach Boys, but I also think because it's kind of funny, and she also likes they love um they love Hallmark movies.
Okay, those are.
She
Listen,
just goes
Hallmark
like,
movies are really funny.
Surfing
I'm not
USA.
gonna lie.
They are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's like Kokomo, but I think because it's so if the Beach Boys song Kokomo, because I think that it's so annoying that she thinks it's so funny that she likes it so much. Does that make sense? Like
People have said Alec is annoying.
I didn't mean Alec.
Well,
No,
we,
do you know what
can't
I
we
mean?
all be annoying?
Like sometimes it's so annoying. People find it so annoying, so it's so funny to think that it's great. So my mother used to. I was trying to think of when my mother would laugh the most, and I would be like hanging out, riding my bike on the street with my friends, my friend, and they had a bike. We both had bikes, and we were riding our bikes.
Walking.
All right, we were walking, and my mom came. We were thinking about
Hang on,
bikes.
Craig. I'm
and
sorry to derail the show. Can we talk a little bit more about the methods of transportation that were involved in this story?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
This
my
is
mother
One
would.
had a scooter, one was on inline skates. They only had one. They were really good at balancing.
Yeah,
And
this
then my
is
mother
becoming
would
less and less
drive by
believable.
in her car, and she would be banging Kokomo, like way down
Oh,
in
that's pretty funny.
Kokomo. Hello, over. They're singing Islands, and there's a big sax solo. My mom would just start laughing and laughing, and then she would drive off, and I'd be like, "Sorry, guys, it's cool. My mom she loves the Beach Boys."
That's
and then
pretty funny.
And then she would drive back by and do it again.
She was doing drive-by Beach Boys.
She was doing
Drive-by
She
That's
was,
a bit.
Kokomo.
She's a symphonic clown.
yeah, she was doing
Yes.
drive-by Kokomo.
You weren't getting picked up. You were not getting taken home. She was driving by. And
Yeah, no. It's not like go home. It's like your mom knows how to party. This is Kokomo, and you guys on your fake ass bikes. That's the way I took it. Anyway, my mom's funny. That's what my mom's into.
I feel like
I
it
bet
sound-
she's great.
It sounded like we were bashing your mom in the beginning, and I don't want that to be.
No,
how this is perceived at
nobody.
all.
No.
Craig,
Nobody
here's
thought
the
that.
thing.
Yeah.
Your mom made you, and I think you're fantastic.
Oh my
so
God.
By proxy, she's got to be pretty cool.
That's
Even
really
if
nice.
she doesn't like Alec.
Well,
Or like,
I think that she would come to love Alec, and in fact, what's so nice is that, in fact, you know what? Maybe, actually, let's throw to maybe a clip that we have. Chris, do we have a clip of what it was like on the last show? And maybe we can give everybody like a taste of that, and then would that work?
Yeah. Let me pull that up right now.
Damn, Chris is ready.
Really serious. Give him the best one you got.
Okay. So like what? Okay.
Yes. Yes.
I do like this sound.
that's nice.
Okay, give him another one. Another one. Really serious.
No. Okay.
Too
No.
serious.
Sorry. And what?
Uh-oh, you know what that means. It's
Tornado?
the Amber Alert. Where is she? Where is Amber?
Where is Amber?
Attends. No.
Oh, I feel
Can
like
we just one
I
more
don't even think
serious,
Chris is
something
there
really
anymore.
serious.
This is good.
Yeah, that
Ça
was
marche?
a good one. Anyways, that's Francois.
I came here to talk about some serious things, Ned.
And it is very serious.
That's
Hit him
what
with
I
the 60
hear.
minutes. 60 minutes. Something serious.
Ooh.
So that's where we left off with you.
That's
And
the one we went with.
Yeah, well, I thought that was a really good one. It made me
Samuel?
laugh. It really
But wait,
bothered me when I said
well-
some things, serious things. I hated when I said that. Go ahead. Sorry,
That's
Samuel.
fine. I would love to hear if Samuel remembers something that would have been a better thing to go with.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What if you had to pick one segment from last show to show, even though we will not be able to show it, but
Why
Yeah, we
not?
won't
But-
be able to show it. I think it's better that we don't leave them wanting more.
okay.
But I think what I would say is, go back and listen to that podcast episode. And,
It's a talk show.
Just
It was a
listen.
talk
Just-
show.
No, just
it's
listen.
a talk show. No. I want to know which clip. The one with the which one? Which one?
It sounded like you were queuing one up. But no, I think if that's what Chris thought was best to show to everyone to promote what we did last time, then I respect Chris's decision. I do know
I
that.
like-
No, it's okay.
I liked that one a lot because of the music that was involved. I was actually relatively shocked. I didn't see it come. Anyway, my point in all of this is that it's nice that we're getting to know you.
Yeah,
This
it's not for
time.
everybody.
No, but what I'm saying is that it's nice that we're getting to know the performers behind all of this. Like the first time you were kind of behind the scenes when I was talking to you about how we met in Los Angeles, and you had like 3 coffees, and
Crazy
then-
detail.
It's a really good BTS detail.
Well, it was a really wonderful moment for me. And this is all leading into like a broader conversation. I'm going someplace with this now. I actually wasn't before, but now I am. So,
Okay.
the context was set, so to speak. Mallory and I had an idea with Chris, and we needed somebody to kind of we wanted to collaborate with you, and you just like jumped right in, right? And we were all kind of like pushing each other into different places, and it was a pretty exceptional place for us to be in. Anyway, and then months later, we meet again in Kansas City. And you with Samuel and not Crystal, I don't think the first time around, but also Simon. Yeah, Simon over there. And
Simon.
and then
And
we,
Joey.
You didn't even see me.
Simon and Joey.
that microphone I don't think is picking. I don't think we're picking up that microphone in Simon's room. But with all of you guys and gals and everybody and Joey. Oh yeah, Joe. Oh my god. Oh my god. And then Joey was there with this amazing camera work out of nowhere. Just
Joey's
this
a rock
like
star.
little bit of a meeting. Oh yeah, that's perfect.
Oh,
Hi
hell yeah.
Joey.
Yeah.
Hi,
hell
Joey.
Yeah.
And we
Hi,
came
Joey.
together like actually in a day.
Pick your hat out. Just...
Hi, Joey. Hi, Joey.
There you go.
Amazing.
And we really had this like yet again this wonderful collaborative experience without any expectations. And like I was kind of talking about in my enlightenment web that I was weaving, what I've come to recognize with you all, and maybe you guys experience this in Borough, is this phenomenal process where you get together with other people and you're just kind of like diving in and out of each other's, I don't know. Are you picking up what I'm laying down, and if so, maybe you can elaborate?
Well, what you're capturing is just us hanging out at home with all
Yeah,
our
right.
friends, and it's really nice to be able to share that because we're just here all the time doing whatever comes to mind. So
Yeah, we
it's great to
don't
share.
leave. We don't.
So
We left.
that microphone is still very, very low.
Is it really? Oh, is that
Yeah.
better? I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
that's
Yeah, that's
better.
better.
That's better. That's better.
Gotta get it.
So yeah, heard. And isn't that kind of the point? Because actually, you know, to most people's standards, you're not really just sitting around. You're like involved in a talk a talk show that we're producing all together, you know, and that's more than just like hanging out. Yet it does feel like hanging out. It does feel like that to me. I know that that's the way it might even feel to you if you're saying it. So, isn't what is this? Well, having been on this creative process and seeing a bunch of other creatives around you, is this something that you notice in all creative circles? Is this what you guys kind of embodied on your own outside of us? Is it? What do you think about the process, the creative process, so to speak?
Well, from what I understand, is that you, even on this podcast, or sorry, talk show, was born from you guys hanging out, right?
Yeah.
It's
Exactly
kind
that.
of,
Yeah.
it's kind of sometimes when kindred spirits or even opposites get together, folks from different backgrounds, all with a similar goal in mind to share ideas and a love of something fun. You just can't help but be infectious with your silliness and your fun, and then sometimes that comes into become something very special, like Midnight Across America or the Emerald.
Yeah.
And I can't explain to Alec how much it means to me that I get to be a part of such an incredible group, and I know I'm popping a smile here, but that's just because I'm happy to be.
Wow.
But I'll toss it back to Alec because I think you probably have something. Well, you know, you've been doing this a lot longer than me, but just getting to be around these people, it does seem like it comes naturally, but there's work to it, and it's worth it when you're with such incredible folks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I honestly, whenever I, it's funny because whenever I grabbed the mirror and I was showing you all Joey, my cable just came out of my headphones, so I kind of just don't know what.
Well, what I was saying, yeah, we're talking about the creative process and what it's like to like jump in with your friends.
And I think also
Oh.
like the magic of finding your people. I feel like that's underneath everything that we're talking about. Because I hang out, I've
Yeah.
hung out with a lot of people. I'm sure we all have, but like this doesn't happen. I've never experienced the kind of magic collaboration that I did with your team, that we did with your team.
Yeah, I've had a lot of like collaborative sort of groups, bands, you know, partnerships, whatever, where things kind of implode for, you know, things feeling forced or whatever. You try to start something with somebody and you think you're on board together, but you're not, and it kind of just dissolves. With the Emerald, I like made a point to like kind of start with just the idea that I wanted to achieve and just stay true to it and just see if anybody was attracted to it. And then slowly, like piece by piece, people were like, you know, Simon was
Wait one
in,
second,
and
Alec.
basically-
We have to go to a midnight. It's our first midnight.
I was going
and,
to ask, are we about to explode? There's a fuse
Yep.
on the
Oh, yeah.
screen.
Yep.
Well, it's. I'm
And-
glad you're asking. And
With all the panic when they have a government shutdown, I estimated that gold going to be recorded high. This is from my data. Using the volume profile tool on a weekly, you could find the big position, the reason why Bitcoin is down. Remember, Elon Musk needed money to buy a big percentage of shares on Tesla. Let's do a Clyde analysis when you have a bad job market and when unemployment is really high and you could get the quality employee a dime a dozen. Are you going to pay them market price or are you going to pay them very cheap price? Because supply is in demand. This means you have more unemployment person you could go through as a corporation for cheaper price. This is supply and demand, negative at position corporation. Result, you guys get the point on the data. Welcome to Clyde University.
And that was the financial report. Alec, you were saying?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we were talking about the creative process and so essentially like whenever I kind of like started the initial idea of the Emerald, which was initially just a sort of like small theater, physical space, I just stayed true to my initial idea and just thought, like, if I just commit to this idea, I think that, it will attract all the right people. I won't need to convince people to kind of like be part of it and convince potentially the wrong people to be part of it. And then, set myself up later to be disappointed or whatever. And, surely enough, like very quickly, like, people wanted to, contribute. Simon was an earlier contributor, Crystal, Mandy and Joey. I ended up hiring for like some video work for some of the earlier shows. And then, Samuel Samuel was wanting to be a performer at one of the shows, and then we got him on one of the shows, and realized that Samuel's a legend, and he's just
Yeah, yeah,
been
I agree.
with us since. And even after the venue had to close due to like the sort of rising real estate hellscape that we're kind of going through in the West Bottoms right now. Whenever it was kind of like had to be consolidated to just be a collective of people and like a production company, it grew tighter than it had ever been. And then Joey, we had brought on, I think like back in like December to shoot the sort of like pilot idea for the Ned's Night Hole show. And then since then, Joey has been, filming every single show we've had since. And whenever
should be.
As they should. And
Yeah.
we are so lucky to have Joey be a part of this.
I
mean,
yeah, we have been calling Joey up and being like, "Hey, Joey, can we use your credit card? Hey, Joey, can we or your
You asked to use Joey's credit card?
that's a weird thing to do.
Something like that. It was like their account or something like that to rent gear, and then also we were like, but what gear should we get? And they really helped us out, and they've helped us design our aesthetic as well. So it does seem to be this like emergent thing that you can't really contrive. But if you build it, maybe Kevin Costner, right? Like if you build it, they will come. And
Waterworld.
Wayne's World.
Well, yeah, Wayne's World. It's very similar to Wayne's World, actually.
I'm with Samuel, Waterworld.
And speaking of that, why don't we cross dimensions and see if we can get into a chat with a caller? I see that we have a caller on the line. So, Chris, whenever you're ready, I'd love to go to that caller. Caller, can you hear me?
Craig's mom.
Here we are. Here we are. We are anticipating. There it is. There it is.
And there it is. Is this a caller?
Yeah.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi.
Hi, caller.
Hi.
Oh, hi.
Hello.
You sound very shy. I'd just like to set a stage. Everybody here is very friendly, and we're very interested in whatever it is you have to say. Do you mind telling us where you're calling in from and maybe how to address you?
I'm calling in from Texas, Houston, Texas.
Houston, Texas. Well, yeehaw,
Yeah,
or
I'm
whatever they
actually
say
a
down
very
in
good friend of.
Go ahead.
I'm actually a very good friend of your boy Chris.
Chris, our producer.
Yes.
Oh, so well, this is definitely. And how would you like me to address you, sir?
AV.
AV.
By my initials.
Okay, AV. Well, it's a pleasure to have you here. I understand that this is your first time calling, unless I'm forgetting. And you're a good friend of our friend Chris. Well, before I get into all of that, is there anything specifically that that caught your attention at our show tonight that made you want to call? Is there anything on your mind?
Not really, because I have a really big family, and I just got home. And
what do you do?
And I just found out y'all show is coming on, so I called and I'm like, hey, I just have to get on right now. And I called Chris, and he let me on.
Great. Well, let me ask you some questions.
I haven't got on ever. Okay.
What is it that you do for work?
Oh, I am a water operator and a wastewater operator.
Waterworld. We knew it. Somebody called it. Okay. This is a very interesting thing. I heard, that like water waste management site, that smell that comes out of it. Somebody told me once that it is designed to smell like cinnamon rolls.
What?
Well, kind of. If you stay there for long enough.
But do you
What?
okay? What is the story behind that, and why do they do that?
Because right out of high school, I was kind of a piece of shit, you know. And
Wait, what? Wait. I'm sorry. I didn't fully understand that. What exactly did you say?
No, Craig, I get it. AV, I
like
identify with that.
But I didn't understand the words. What
Right
what
out of
what
high
were the
school?
words? Oh, right out of high school. Okay, I'm sorry.
yeah, right out of high school, I got stuck into like the party life and stuff, like that, you know.
Mm,
Uh-huh.
classic.
And well, and I went into the corporate world, I guess you can say the Wally world, Walmart stuff, you know.
Okay.
And I stayed there for like 5 years, and it just was a downturn. It didn't give me pleasure at all, and I guess it's a long story. So
But that we're a long show,
here,
and in fact, it's all about you tonight,
okay,
baby.
okay.
so it
Okay,
was a
okay.
relief that you showed up in time.
Okay, here it is.
Yeah.
Okay, here it is. So I'm going to tell you.
Yeah.
So I worked at Walmart.
Uh-huh.
What was it? 2018. I quit 2018 to 2000. Oh no, 2001 to 2018.
Okay, 2001 to
And then
2018. That's actually a very long time.
17
Actually,
years.
yeah, that's a very long time. That was longer than my marriage or my relationships or my, basically anything.
Hold on.
I haven't done
Let me
anything
think.
for
Let
17
me think.
years.
Hold on.
Drugs. I've been doing
Hold
drugs
on.
I mean-
for at least that long. Go ahead.
We could dig in on the years.
Yeah. We don't need
like
to dig on
it
the
is maybe
Yeah,
not
yeah.
as important as like you worked at
Fuck
Walmart
the-
for a long
fuck the
time and
years.
then you got disillusioned, I imagine, in some way, and then what?
Sure.
Okay. What?
It's all right.
It's
It's
all
all right. So you were at
We're at
Walmart for
Walmart.
a long time, and give us the story behind it.
Hello.
Yes, can you hear us?
Okay, so yes, I can hear you now.
Thank you.
So I was at Walmart for a long time. Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
I got fucked over at Walmart, and my dad said, "Hey, city job, blah blah blah. You know you can get a city job because my dad worked at the city for he had been there for like 36 years, I think. He
Yeah.
retired and all that bullshit.
Yeah.
And I was like a dumb kid, and I was like, oh, can you get me a job, And so I went
I'm sorry,
to the city.
AV.
and
I don't mean to
Yeah.
rip away from this job thread, but it
Mhm.
strikes me when you say that you were a dumb kid.
Yeah.
I know how I
But I
hear
was.
that,
I-
but
I
I'm
guarantee you I
I'm
was.
wondering exactly what you mean by that.
I was a kid that was stuck in a cycle.
Okay.
A cycle of like go to work, come home, smoke weed, go to work, come home, smoke weed,
Yeah, I do that.
watch YouTube videos, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Just all that shit. Not help anybody all day, Just
And
do
so
that
then your
every single day,
father suggested the city job, and you
Yeah.
took a test or something
and
like that.
And I was like, yes. And he's like, hey, city job, I was like, okay, what do you do? What do you do?
What do you do,
What
Dad?
do you
Is that
do?
what you were saying? You were like, "What do you do, Dad?"
Yes, I had.
That's
No.
hilarious.
Oh, I'm seriously. No, I'm serious. Like,
I believe you.
I believe
believe
you. Yeah.
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 idea what the fuck he did.
I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
my dad was like a strict, like Mexican, traditional Mexican dude, like, until my mom changed them, you know, over the years. And like, but when I was little, my mom's like, she told me, I remember specifically, she goes, you're going to end up like your dad, digging ditches. And once she saw those retirement checks coming in worth like $9,500 a month, she changed her mind, you know?
The
That ain't
digging
bad.
ditches was okay.
Yeah, ditches are good. So
Yeah.
then you decided to go to the city
and
and because it's good and stable work.
Yes, and so at that point I was like, hey man, can you give me a job at this certain city that he worked for? And he goes, yes. So I got in, I started learning, and this is the fast story. So I started learning. 1 year in, I went up a position, and then the next year I went up another position, and then the
Nice.
third year I pretty much got kind of fired because of a policy, because I was with somebody who did something wrong, because they had like a tracker on the truck, you know, like it was like a policy thing. Like if you pull this thing out, if this tracker on the truck, we can't see where you're at.
Okay, yeah, I understand a tracker. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and like you're gonna get fired, pretty much like that. That's the gist of it. So that happened, and then at that point I'm like, I just bought a house right before COVID, badass fucking house, brand new after Harvey in the city I live in, and like badass, like built from the ground up, new slab, new like an acre, you know. And I was like,
sick.
Everything, and then my wife's like, what are we gonna do? You lost your job, blah blah blah. And then my dad's like, hey, I know somebody in this other city. Try to go for this one. I'm like, okay. So I went to this other city, and they gave me a $5 raise, and I was like, okay, that's good. And when I got in this city, I was like, I made it a point to pretty much just do right by everybody. Do right by everything that I know, be good to everybody, you know. And now, 5 years later, I am the supervisor of the entire fucking city. Like, wastewater and water supervisor.
Whoa. That's a journey.
That's huge. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead,
I went
Sam,
from
you
the
had something
bottom,
that you
I went
wanted
from
to say, right?
I'm sorry to
Yeah.
interrupt, Ivy,
Yeah,
and
I went
everyone.
from
I
the
was just saying
bottom
that's a
to-
major accomplishment,
Yeah.
man. That's like really riding through the ranks.
Yeah,
I think
it's
that's
fucking
sick.
nuts.
Yeah.
And this happened last week. This happened last
Oh,
week.
Mazel tov!
That was
Awesome.
perfect
Yeah.
time
Yeah.
for us to
Oh, wow.
celebrate
Wow, that's
you,
really, really awesome.
AV.
Yeah. That's
yeah.
incredible.
Yo, and this is Chris. I'm gonna
like-
hop in here,
Please.
because
Please,
you know
Chris.
this is my friend from like
Yeah.
you know back in the day, and like you know we haven't spoken in a minute. You know, like we're on Instagram and you know see what each other are doing, but
Yeah.
it's just so it's so cool to hear you call in and like hear this. We talk a lot about on the show on like a hero's journey. You've been
I was
on a
just
hero's
thinking
journey. And the other thing, you know, when Craig said, you know, you're saying, oh, I was a stupid kid, but dude, like hearing you talk and who you are, it's like exactly like who you always were. Like you always had like that good heart and like that
Yeah. And I think
that joyful spirit. Like you know what I mean? Like these guys know like how silly I like to be. Like, and I just remember like on drumline,
Yeah,
just
and me
being
too.
stupid, like being
Yeah.
silly,
Oh, yeah.
like just like
Fucking
wanting to
clowncore.
fully clowncore. Like it was.
Clowncore.
Oh, I think our
Yeah.
guest knows something
Yes,
about
yes,
claricore.
yes. Sam?
Yeah, speaking of that, I do have a follow-up question for you, AV. You said you work in water treatment and waste management, and I was just curious if you use at your plant those neat black balls that float on the surface of the water to prevent evaporation.
No.
I saw a video.
No.
No, none of those black balls. Our wastewater plant is a activated sludge plant.
Oh.
Activated
all the
sludge.
wastewater
Can you explain
that?
that?
Sounds like a clowncore band.
Yes.
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah. So all the wastewater comes in, and it's aerated in our aeration basins, and then it goes to our clarifiers, which settles, and this little rake rakes the sludge around and lets the clear water go over these little weirs, and then it goes to the chlorine contact chamber, and then that's where we put chlorine in, and then at the very, very end, so we don't put any chlorine in the bay that we put in the back of the plant. We put this chemical called sodium bisulfate, and that gets out the chlorine, and then it's good for fish and all that stuff.
And then you put that water
and
back
all the
in.
wildlife out there.
Oh, that's where that water goes, like right back into the water.
Yeah, it just goes back into the bay.
Huh.
It's this chemical called sodium bisulfate. It gets the chlorine out, and then because chlorine kills the bacteria, whatever is in the water, and then sodium bisulfate kills the chlorine.
Is that what?
Have
and I'm not asking this comically at all, because I really did hear this. Is that what smells like? What is it that they add that is supposed to smell like cinnamon rolls, or is that a crazy thing?
Well, no, that's like cinnamon rolls is like a nutty taste or a nutty smell. I guess you can say.
I guess, yeah,
and
sure.
That is that's kind of like what sludge smells like. If you come to where I work, you would smell that,
So it's not.
I've never heard anybody say cinnamon roll, but it kind of does smell like that.
Okay, I'm really glad to hear that you never heard, because how quickly you were like, yeah, cinnamon rolls. That.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'd never heard that, but
you never heard that?
I've never heard it
No.
explained like that.
I always thought it smelled like poo.
I've always explained,
you know what, Samuel?
Nutty,
me too.
Smell,
Oh.
Or a earthy smell.
Yeah.
It's different words.
That's interesting. That's very
Yes, Alec?
interesting.
Yes,
Go ahead,
Alec.
Alec.
Oh, I was just. I mean, we're all thinking the same thing, right? Like about the sludge. When we're saying sludge, we're talking about poop, right? Sludge is poop.
Yeah,
activated sludge.
Activated.
Right?
Activated sludge.
So then what happens? Oh yeah, what happens with the poop?
Well,
you said you skimmed it off.
Did we not just hear the whole process? I feel like we just heard the whole process.
Yeah, they skim it off, but then where does it go? Where do they put the poop?
So look. Remember when I said when I moved from one city to the next?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's when I was at the bottom, and then I went to this.
Right.
And my superintendent told me, "Hey, you can't get the wastewater license because you don't work at the wastewater plant." And I was like, "Well, I can. I can work at the wastewater plant because they're building a brand new one over here next to our facility." And he's like, "Well, I want you to stay over here on the water side." I'm like, "Yeah, but you told me I can't get that shit, so I'm gonna get my license." And everything in Texas works off of licenses. So, I have a wastewater license and I have a water license.
Good for you.
That's very rare in Texas to have.
Ooh.
So, your question was, where does the poop go?
where does the poop
right?
go?
But where does the poop go?
So, yeah.
Where's the poop go?
So,
Is it classified?
Classified poop.
there's a thing called a belt press, and the poop goes. So, I told you all
That's
the
good
poop
enough
goes
for me.
into the wastewater plant. Then after that, it goes to the aeration, and then it goes to the clarifier. But then, if the clarifier sludge gets too high,
Then
at
what?
some point you have to get rid of all that shit.
Oh, where?
And
How do
then
you get rid of it?
There's certain pumps that go to the digester. There's like big ass like 250,000 gallon tanks full of shit, and it
Is
just
that
pumps
where you
into that
activate
all
the
fucking day.
sludge?
Oh, good question.
Oh yeah.
Poop.
The activated sludge. Is that where the poop gets activated?
The mic sounds great now.
Does it?
Yes, it does get activated.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay. I
Well-
really did not expect to learn this much about poop and activated sludge. But we're talking to a bit of a star right now who has the waste license and the water license.
I think I need to take a Tums after that,
Oh,
honestly.
yeah.
I just learned so much about something.
And then after that, you go through the belt purse. You go to the belt purse, and then you press it out into this big ass box, and then another company comes up, picks it up. Probably about a 30-yard box, and then they take it to wherever they take it to, and then they put it on crops.
Okay.
Crops. Okay.
That makes sense. Manure and whatnot. Fertilizer.
Okay.
Follow-up question to
manure,
that.
all that shit, you know.
I heard they put on Crocs. I was like,
I
don't
heard
think
Crocs
you wanna,
too,
I don't
and-
think
yeah.
you want to wear Crocs in that. I think there's a different footwear you do in that scenario.
Wait, Samuel,
I have to
what's
say
your follow-up
something to y'all.
question?
So sorry.
The
to
Crocs are
interrupt again.
people.
Can I tell you
But I was
something?
I was just curious, AV, if you think about like in your day to day, and I do like it's.
Hey, can I
I
tell
think it's super
hey,
cool.
can I
Oh
tell
yeah,
y'all something right now?
yeah, of course, man.
I have been drinking Pearl Snap.
That's
from
okay.
Austin
You earned it, man.
That I got last week from my cousin. So I'm
Hell
pretty
yeah.
fucking toasted right now.
Hey,
That's
it's the perfect
That's
show
perfect.
for
Beautiful.
Yeah. No, but my follow-up question I think is
Awesome.
relatively. I think it's just also what to bounce off what Alec was saying. Something that we all might be thinking is like, do you think about the
Okay.
pleasure that you get to
Okay.
do? Like you're basically processing dinosaur. Like it's all the same water. You know, we have the cycle, so you get to work with like dinosaur pee.
Oh yeah.
And we get to drink that. And it's been the
Dinosaur
same, and
pee.
what you're doing is
Yeah, it's
essentially
all a
making
cycle.
it usable for all of us to have again. And I think that's really sick. Like you were saying, like you've gotten to a
That
cool
is.
accomplishment, but also you're doing something that's like vital, and it's the same water that prehistoric animals were drinking, and that's gnarly.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's fucking crazy.
I was
you know?
I
Like-
for one wasn't thinking that, but I'm really glad Samuel's here
That was
to remind me of
beautiful-
that. Yeah. Yeah, it is funny how
Yeah, exactly.
it's just everything just seems to be
Well,
dinosaur
just if we didn't
pee.
have people like I just want to allude back to a moment in the story where AV mentioned like you'd be like your dad digging a ditch or whatever, but like what you're doing is an incredibly important job because if
Yeah, of
you
course.
weren't wastewater
But the thing.
processing,
No.
we would be
Can you
in
hear me?
a land of just
But the
stacks
thing-
and stacks of poop.
No one
Yeah.
wants that.
Okay.
And-
okay. But yes.
and
But
it's also
listen to me right now. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
The thing is, in like I think before the 80s, that's how it was. Before the 80s, I'm pretty sure everybody put their wastewater into the valleys, into the into the streams, everything, because
Yeah,
there was
you can
no
tell in
regulation.
places,
There was
certain
no
places, like outside of Baltimore. It's like
Yeah.
like there is no. I'm being serious. Outside of certain cities that I've been to, there's this like smell. There's this like air that
Yes.
lingers places and
Certain times, and then even if a wastewater plant like fails, or maybe like
how often does a wastewater plant fail?
Maybe like once a year, probably.
That's way
Because
too
they
much.
have
It
more-
feels like
they hire
Whoa.
certain people like me who have integrity and who
God bless you.
want
Yeah.
to keep the job going, you know. But I think maybe because in Galveston, like 2 weeks ago, a fucking a wastewater plant discharged like a little bit of sludge into fucking a stream, and everybody's like going crazy. You can look it up online, you know.
Oh well.
But I think it like happens like once a year in every city. That's what I think, because these guys who work there are they have licenses and they're so good at their job, they don't want anything to happen to the public, you know.
Well, again, thank God for them and you specifically.
Yeah.
Wow, really
That-
didn't expect to
that's
learn
my
this
main goal,
much
you know.
about waste management, but I'm really glad that I do. And so nice to meet one
And
of
water,
Chris's
and water
old
as well.
silly clown
We didn't get
friends.
into water. Y'all are talking about like fucking wastewater and shit. And
AV,
have a fucking water license.
honestly, you know, with a show that's really built for anybody, you know, it's kind of like an all size fits all. We're always interested to hear what is going on out there, and I'll be honest with you, I don't
But
think
this
that
is
I've ever
midnight-
spoken to
hey,
somebody
this is
that was
fucking,
so.
Hey, this is fucking midnight. Hey, motherfucker. Can you hear me?
No, I
We
do.
can definitely
Go on.
hear you.
Wait, now I think maybe
this
I
is
caught my
midnight-
second
this
wind.
is
Go
midnight
ahead.
Across America. I'm trying
Yes.
to tell y'all. Like, water is the essential thing for America
Yeah.
right now.
Okay. What do you mean? I mean,
Well,
And this one city I work for, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to keep the fucking water clean and
beautiful.
fucking clear for everybody in that city. You
That's
know what
really
I'm saying?
beautiful. I think it's a really good example of like
And that's
It
all my
takes-
purposes. Like,
Beautiful.
That's all my purposes, you know.
well,
I think it's a great example of like all hands on deck. We need, you know, there's so yeah.
Poop deck.
You
you know what? I
Trying
think
to wrap it up
that's.
into a nice like.
I think that's a perfect ending,
Poop deck.
and it's always good to end with a joke. And thank you so much, Samuel. And honestly, AV, thank you for calling in. I hope
Thank you
it's
for
not the
calling in.
last time. And it is a very important
Thank you
job
so
that you're
much.
doing. Mazel tov on the promotion. And you know what? Thank God for AV and the men and women like him. And you
Thank
know,
you, AV.
yes, and
We'll be
and all of.
keeping our eye on you.
And I'll be honest with you. Yes, I hope that they get down to less than one per year.
I like the yellow glasses too.
Yes.
There we go. There we go. Chris,
Look,
we have.
I'm
Go ahead,
so
Chris.
glad. I'm just so glad to hear from my old friend. Like I said, this is who he is. He's the type of person that goes out and does good in the world.
Kind of like
Dude,
you.
I'm so glad you called. And let's continue
Yes, sir.
to catch up, man. We'll
Can
catch
you
you
hear me,
later.
Chris?
Yes.
Can you hear me, Chris?
Yep.
Man, I fucking love you, bro.
Love you too, bro. Thanks for
That's
calling.
so good.
It's really good to hear your
lovely.
voice,
Oh, yeah.
dude. All right,
All right.
man.
Thank
Have
you.
a good
Thank you
Thanks,
for
evening.
AV.
inviting me on
Let's
the
go
show.
to Chris. Let's go
For
to a
sure.
music video, and then we'll come back with our special guest. We're still here with the Emerald Collective,
Hey,
live
thanks,
from
man.
Kansas City,
We're gonna
live
catch up with you
from
later. All right.
anywhere in the world. And this next video is it's a video by a good friend of the show's, Timo Ellis. He's always got a new band up his sleeves. You might know him from the Netherlands, this extremely fast, hard metal band, but he's got a new project in the works, and it's called Uma Suma, and this is his brand new video, Into the Shadows.
Oh.
I'm just gonna stay here. I'm gonna stay right here. And that was Uma Suma, and man, I love Timo Ellis so much, and all of the music that he makes, and all of these amazing videos. And he told me very specifically that he's got a lot of videos coming out in the near future, and so we're going to be seeing a lot of them here. So hopefully that's what you like. If you do, go to his YouTube channel. Go to his Instagram channel. It'll be in the link below. And thank you, AV, for that very interesting call. I feel like I'll never know anything about, but it's good to talk with a water treatment plant supervisor, and I appreciate your call. Also, if you're at home, even if you don't work at a water treatment plant, give us a call, 712-345-6648. You could work at a bus stop. You could work at a toaster repair. You could be a baseball player. We'd like to hear from you.
Baseball player.
Yeah. But we were speaking about, taking a theatrical production on the road, because that could be interesting too. And that's our phone number, 712-345-6648. Remember when you used to do that?
Yeah.
That was pretty fun when you would take notes at the when you were out, and it would put it on your hand.
Yeah. I mean, putting it on the palm is a weird choice, but.
Oh, that's where you always put it, because it's the flattest spot. Where else would you put it? On the foot?
No, like right here.
Oh. I never put it there.
It wipes off so easily on the palm.
Oh,
Anyways,
I don't do anything with my hands. Yeah. Anyway, Alec, you were talking about this big festival that you guys did. I can imagine it's quite a production to move some people over there for 2 weeks. You want to get into that with us?
Yeah, I mean, anytime you travel with, more than one person, it becomes increasingly more expensive. Going to this festival specifically is like incredibly cost prohibitive to be a part of, and it's, even as an audience member, there's like not alone just the cost of travel, but the accommodation to stay there. So the festival is kind of like struggling to keep audience.
So do you make money when you're there? Do you make it back?
Yeah, the cost of like renting the venues, the cost of flying, the cost of accommodation. Like, for instance, we wanted to do the full festival, which is a month-long festival for all of August, but it was going to end up, there were Airbnbs for, the full month of August that were like $15,000 or something for the four of us.
Did they have a pool?
No, and they weren't nice either. But they, we
for
ended up
$15K, you should get a pool.
Yeah, we lucked out with some like student accommodation. That was like the cheapest we could find, but we were still like could not justify being away from work and home for a month and then spend that amount of money and take that risk too, because even if you do like, perform well and have good audiences, you're definitely not going to break even after it's all said and done. So it's an incredibly expensive thing to do. However, it is like an experience that you can't really compare it to anything
So
else.
then what's Oh, go ahead, Mallory.
Well, I was just going to say, this is a thing that I feel like is not talked about enough, especially in like the creative world, of how prohibitive expenses can be and like how much that can actually like flatten creativity and like, I don't know, like funnel it into being not great. Yeah. So I'd love to hear like how you navigate that.
There are a lot of. We're still figuring out. We do not know what we're doing. That should be like upfront.
Yeah.
We are still kind of figuring it out. There are some companies that have kind of figured out how to fund these sort of larger trips. There are some shows that go with huge casts. that rent out these really nice venues, and I could not tell you how they are affording to do it. With the Emerald, we've done some productions that were more risky financially, and then with the Ned show, we were like, you know what, let's just make the least stressful show we can possibly, and just go into it with that mentality. And that's kind of how like this big sort of this group of people that there it is, this big group of people.
Your production team is the
Really
best.
on it.
Yeah, we printed 10,000 of those flyers off in Scotland. Crystal handed out a good portion of those right there, and so did Samuel. Everybody, actually, more interestingly, I think, is the flyering culture of this festival.
Oh, that's interesting.
Like, there are so many ways that you can, spend money to advertise your show at this festival. For instance, like, buying, like, you can't just post up flyers or posters up in the streets at this festival. It's considered illegal. It's considered fly posting, and you'll get fined by the city. But you can buy a poster placement outside for £400 to put up a poster, this big, which drains your budget instantly.
Yeah.
So we didn't have enough money for those sort of things. But we did have enough money to buy like 10,000 flyers, which was only like $200, and boy, did we buy too many. I thought, I don't know what I was thinking. I bought 5,000, and then at the last second, I was like, we're going to go through that so fast. So the flyer culture there is crazy because it is an absolute zoo in this city. And for all, 4,000 shows that are happening, there's, twice that number of people out in the streets flyering each of those shows.
So yeah, how do you stand out in that type of? That seems fun, like the flyer wars,
Yeah, because like as an audience member, you might be going from one show to the next in a rush, and you might be running into maybe 20 people flyering you from like a 4-block radius.
I think maybe I could talk a little bit about the flyering process.
Yeah,
Please,
Crystal did quite a bit of it.
Yeah, so really what you want to do is be able to read the person by just looking at them. What kind of service do they want? It's kind of like bartending, you feel me?
Right. So how do you do that?
Yeah, you I don't know, you look at somebody and they just look like very, very tired, very defeated. They have a stack of flyers in their hand already. They don't want any more. Well, what are you going to do? You're going to offer them another one, but they're going to want it. You're going to have to figure out a way to do that. Somebody looks insanely hot outside. Hey.
Wait, which one?
I got a fan for you.
Oh, okay.
Smart.
Yes, the practicals. But I mean, like, okay, but I'm interested in this, Crystal. How do you know what is it about your show? Like, if you could describe it, what is it that you're picking up on somebody who would be a fan of your show, as opposed to maybe others?
You kind of have to look for.
But yours specifically.
As your mom knows, we are not really for everyone.
Right.
So you kind of have to find people that you think that would genuinely, get us. So finding people and just striking up conversation, not even.
But I mean, what is it specifically that you might be looking for? For instance, is like somebody that has a nose ring, or is it somebody that is walking in like a specific way? Is there something that you can describe? So a silly walk, okay. What kind of walk are you looking for?
No,
I'm not trying to be silly. I'm actually very curious. Like, is there if you could describe like the intuitive process of picking these people out?
Somebody that looks like they wouldn't take life so seriously, I suppose. Somebody that's going to kind of, I don't know, so somebody that's going to look at us and see that it is so dumb, but kind of smart at the same time.
I feel that.
Both.
I can say like there's definitely on the flip side there are some people that are way easier to spot that would not at all be into your show, or the people that you do not want at your show.
Okay, talk about those people.
Yeah, what is something like that?
The blokes and lads, specifically.
Okay, I thought that blokes and lads were just people.
They're kind of just like the
bros,
the broy bar guys that will engage like very enthusiastically and waste your time. And if they do show up to your show, they we've been to shows where there's like groups of blokes and lads that make it miserable for everybody. I started kind of like you flyer to a bunch of people, and then you see the soccer blokes and lads start, chanting towards you, and you're like, all right, let's just not give it to these guys.
Is there a lot of heckling in these shows? I imagine it's pretty rambunctious because everybody's going to so many shows.
Yeah, it really can be, because these are like really fringe crowds as well, and a lot of people there are performers themselves. So a lot of times there are people just waiting for their little moment. So it can be quite a bit. There was a couple shows that I heard. I didn't get to go to one of them, but I don't want to name drop them, but Simon and Samuel, you guys went to a show where there's a lot of audience participation. And I guess the audience participation just really ruined. They really overstepped, even though that was kind of like the purpose of the show. So there's like a lot of risks you take with having like these shows that have a lot of audience participation.
Totally.
Actually, I would like to say Crystal and I were both at that show, and we spent it. We're not going to name drop. We spent about half the time trying to figure out how to get out of the venue.
Oh yeah.
And one last thing, just because I see the timer going off again and we're about to explode. I also flyered a lot, and I found that it was helpful to tell them my name, because like when you're being victimized by a killer, becoming a person to these people is very important in the brief amount of time you have before they walk past you.
Good
Yeah,
point.
because ideally, a lot of people are just like, comedy. And so if you can introduce yourself in the split second you have their attention, sometimes you can get them to stop, and then you do get to give the log line of your show. And, we would say it's like an absurdist character comedy.
And briefly, before we explode, Samuel, when we come back, I really hope you do an impression of yourself flyering, or just give us a little taste.
Oh, I would love to.
I'd be happy to.
Yes,
Oh my God, we're about to
please.
die.
With all the panic when they have a government shutdown, I estimated that gold going to be recorded high. This is from my data. Using the volume profile tool on a weekly, you could find the big position, the reason why Bitcoin is down. Remember, Elon Musk needed money to buy a big percentage of shares on Tesla. Let's do a Clyde analysis when you have a bad job market and when unemployment is really high and you could get the quality employee a dime a dozen. Are you going to pay them market price or are you going to pay them very cheap price? Because supply is in demand. This means you have more unemployment person you could go through as a corporation for cheaper price. This is supply and demand, negative at position corporation. Result, you guys get the point on the data. Welcome to Clyde University.
Galaxy Quest. Rated PG. Starts Saturday, December 25th everywhere.
Superstar Mariah Carey takes you on a journey back to her high school.
Why am I not on the wall of scholars?
For a hometown concert. Join Billboard's Artist of the Decade. With guest Joe at 98 Degrees. Mariah Carey's Homecoming Special tonight at 9/8 Central on Fox.
Fox 2 News Tonight. A warning for shoppers. Online stores may not deliver everything you want this holiday. Tonight, we put e-tailers to the test. Plus, get ready to say goodbye to one of your favorite comic strips. See who'll be missing from the funnies on Fox 2 News at 10 tonight.
What in the world are you going to give this holiday season? Hudson, a world of gift ideas. With AT&T Digital One Rate, this isn't just any phone. It's my Hey Rob, how's the powder in Utah phone. My I'll take red, no make that teal phone. My how are you doing in college phone. My can you deliver the piano on Tuesday phone. My Casey scored a gold phone.
The world of wireless has changed. AT&T Digital One Rate. No roaming or long distance charges across 50 states. And now you can have AT&T Digital One Rate starting at $59.99 a month.
Well, here we are in our final hour, Mallory. This is my favorite hour. You know, it takes me a long time to kind of get used to the show and my responsibilities. And
That's why we had to make it 3 hours.
yeah. Yeah, I've had a great time so far, but why don't we cut back to our good friends, Alec and Samuel and Simon and Crystal over at the Emerald. Wait. Chris? Wait. Where did they... Is this a joke?
Oh.
Where did they go? Chris, go back. What
Oh,
is-
no.
What is going on over there? That's a really
Crystal's
great
here.
outfit.
It's a really great
I
outfit.
I didn't notice the outfit
Yeah.
before, and it's a really great. What is going on over there, Chris? I think go ahead and go back to them. Oh, that's impressive. Oh, look, it's Ned.
Oh.
Hello.
Hi, Ned.
Oh, hi, Ned.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
I thought we asked. Well, you're here anyways.
I'll
so
take Ned.
Yeah, it's good to see you, Ned. How you been?
Oh, yeah. Oh, just here with. We just figured that we'd just pop in. And I'm here with my friend Peter Payne.
Hi, I'm Peter Pan.
Okay.
No, I remember Peter Payne.
Yeah.
I Peter Payne. I don't know if you remember me. We've been acquainted before. That's a heck of a setup you got there, and the pants specifically.
Oh, we're just in a spotless void. Of it.
The
When we're
yelling
not
is-
doing the show, we exist in a liminal state.
Yes.
What is a liminal state?
I love a liminal state.
Can you explain a liminal state to me?
I mean, I can.
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, it's like factually just the state between like awake and asleep.
Oh.
But metaphorically, it means a lot of other things.
Between
it's like conscious, unconscious. It's the magic between those two.
So I was
worlds.
with some friends the other night, and we were discussing ghouls, and I was asking what exactly is a ghoul, because a ghoul isn't a ghost, and a ghoul isn't a monster. So I was asking what exactly would a ghoul be, and I think the best answer that somebody got was that it was somebody that was half in death, physically half in death and half in life, and like stuck being pulled in either direction.
I mean, so kind of like what Ned looks like to me right in this moment. Right?
It's like just basically just Derek, my friend Derek.
Oh.
He's a ghoul.
Okay.
So, well, how the hell have you been, Ned? You look very well, and it looks like there's a lot going on around you.
I'd say there's a lot of nothing going on around me.
Well, that's, a lot of nothing and a lot of something could be very much the same. I guess, do you think that fedoras are meant to be worn underneath headphones or on top of headphones?
That's a really good question.
Well, with the integrity of is this one live? Can
Yeah.
you hear me?
Yeah, it's
You
loud
don't want to
enough.
ruin the structural integrity of the hat, you see, because otherwise you'd have to be at your haberdasher every other weekend. With how popular we are and how many shows and podcasts like this one we guest on, it just wouldn't make sense to constantly be crushing and reforming the hat.
Yeah.
The thing is that one might assume that somebody in a man dressed in a Peter Pan costume wouldn't be so well spoken.
What?
My name is Peter Payne. Hi, I'm Peter Payne.
Oh, I'm sorry, a man
And
in a
these
Peter.
are my clothes.
Yeah. A man dressed as Peter Pan might not be so well spoken.
Oh, I'm
and
sorry. I didn't
informed.
realize a man dressed as Craig wears a fucking yellow sweater on a podcast.
Is this yellow?
I don't know. My camera's
is
weird.
now.
Sorry, Ned. Go ahead.
No, you're fine.
No, it's a cream sweater. Cream is the new yellow. Anyway,
So what do you have to ask us?
Yeah. Yeah. What do you have to ask?
We just
them,
have a
Craig?
lot of podcasts that we've been lined up.
Okay,
so-
we don't want
We're
to
on a
waste your
junket.
time. So.
No, we're here to stay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have us all night.
okay, great. So,
But get going.
well, I guess what we were speaking with about Alec is that you guys had been.
Who?
Our
Well,
friend
this other
Alec.
guy that we know, that you guys had been doing a show recently in
Edinburgh.
Edinburgh, and that you guys were. Can you speak about the show that you guys were doing, maybe?
Oh, you've heard.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we took my show Ned's Night Hole live.
Live.
Ned's Night Hole Why? Wait, what was? Why? 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 Are you guys hearing this?
Yeah, it sounds great.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like we could. Anything could happen. Even something so serious could happen. Even maybe like a very serious sound. Not that sound. Even a serious sound could even happen. Isn't that serious? Hit him with another serious sound.
Now, Chris, sidebar, I just want to, while they're doing this, I am cut in half, and I hope you can, in post, you can go ahead and make that happen. I realize it's green on green.
It's supposed to be floating.
Yeah, I cannot die, and so I'm cut in half. So you'll knock that out, right? I realized it should have been blue. Didn't happen. All right, Chris, thank you.
Chris has got it.
Or green screen.
Thank you.
I'm pretty sure Chris has got it. Chris,
If I need to be just a floating head, we can do that too. If the green and green is better.
Yeah.
But keep the hat.
Yeah, keep the hat, but just the green floating.
Perfect. Thank you, Chris.
Wow. What?
Sorry, I have spasms of the throat.
I didn't expect him to actually whip that out so fast.
Oh, yep. Producer Chris will do that to you.
Wow, okay.
Okay.
Well, the hat still,
Anyway.
Now, one thing I ran into as an issue when we were in Edinburgh was that, people did not seem to know the difference between Peter Pan and Robin Hood. Now, I will just clarify something right here, right now. Notably, I am not a fox. I am not Vulpes Vulpes. I am a human being. And now, also, they were pretty much the exact same thing, guys. All right? So when you hear me say, hi, my name is Peter Pan, why you gotta say, I thought you were Robin Hood? Not in Ham. Not in Ham.
No.
It hurts. I'm my own person. And now I know I cannot die, but I can feel emotional pain.
That's true.
Ned, you tell me about the last time you felt real emotional pain, please. We got time.
Next question.
So, a dead air is good on a podcast, but Chris, you were saying, Mallory, what?
Yeah, my name is Craig, and
well, no, I'm talking to Chris.
No, clearly he's talking to Chris. I don't think Peter Pan wants to talk to you right now, Craig.
Well, I
see how it feels to be called the wrong name. That was on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
No. Well, I guess what I guess maybe is maybe I'm starting to understand a little bit about. Is this the show that you guys were doing in Scotland?
Yeah, this pretty much sums it up.
It's basically this every day at 2:10 p.m.
2:10 p.m. You want to see how we got people?
Yes, I would love to see that actually.
All right, Ned, will you pretend to be a microphone stand? And a person walking by on the street? I just need that, like, right here.
Okay, yes.
All right, so I'd be, follow me. So all right, so I'd be like, hi, my name is Peter Pan. Do you like comedy? See, now that's what someone had mentioned earlier about saying becoming a human. Become a human in their eyes.
Uh-huh.
From the top. Hi, my name is Peter Payne. Do you like comedy? Now you got to imagine I also was penetrated through with an arrow in my tummy. And that was a
That might have
attention
been.
grabber.
I'll be honest with you. That might have been why they thought the whole Robin Hood bit. Because in the beginning, I was thinking, why Robin Hood over? Yeah, I mean, as you said, you're not a fox.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, right. But the arrow through you might really have brought it home because I don't think that Peter Pan ever got a Robin Hood. I mean, I got an arrow through him.
Well, when did Robin Hood get shot?
No. Oh yeah, good point.
Yeah, he shot. He did not get shot. That was the whole thing with William Tell. Last time we were on air, now I don't want to go back too much into a callback, but have you heard of Naked Lunch, Craig?
Okay.
Yeah, I have.
Okay.
Yeah.
He loves to talk about naked lunch.
Hi, my name is Peter Payne. Do you like comedy? Well, we've got a free 5-star award-winning character comedy show just for you. And then I try to hand it to him, right? And if I handed it to him successfully, I would then talk about how I am not the star of this show, so you do not have to listen to my annoying voice the entire time. We have a one-man character comedy clown show with 4 people. Now, one-man show with 4 people, it is 5 stars. We are not stars. We got 5 stars. And then we would talk about how it was basically like a TED Talk or a motivation, we don't mention that, Brad, a motivational speaking that kept getting derailed by zany characters like myself. Reminder, I am in the show for less than 5 minutes, so you do not have to hear my name. I took an 8.5-hour flight to be in a show for less than 5 minutes, and I would remind these people that. And that if they came out, it would mean a great deal to me, Peter Payne. And I cannot die. Now, there were lots of kids walking around. I would not flyer children, all right?
Oh.
Our show is 18 plus. But looking how I looked, a lot of kids want to... No, stop? Okay. Another group of people that I would not flyer to. Now, Ned told me this one.
Okay. So, basically, we ordered 10,000 flyers, and we only handed out 5,000 of them.
Oh,
and
no.
the other half had to go into recycling.
But they do have a neat little service in Edinburgh, and they have a neat service over there where the blokes will come up to you and take your hat and make fun of you while you're trying to flyer them. And then they will stand around you in a circle and no, stop talking. Okay. They do have a nice recycling service at the end of the festival for all the excess flyers and all the props, and it all gets donated. That country, it cares about sustainability, and I respect that. The food, though, was... What?
And basically, we had to start a lot of side hustles to afford all the money that we were losing.
We got we're starting for next year a GoFundMe, and I know what you might be thinking. Gophers? What do those have to do with anything? Negative. It is involved. It's a multifaceted night of fundraising with the exhilarating game Go. It involves black and white circles. It's kind of like a more exciting chess.
I love that game.
Yeah, and then you familiar with Pho?
I'm familiar with Pho.
Yeah, the soup.
Little bowl
So
of
it's
soup.
like bowl soup noodles.
they said
Sometimes
fun.
some seared pork belly or something, onions, kimchi. And they would do what they would do.
Go. Pho.
Me. And then, hi, my name is Peter Payne. I'll be there too. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna play Go. We're gonna eat pho, and I'll be there. Hi, my name is Peter Payne. Yeah, and we'll raise money. I'm getting
that sounds like a great idea. I just
that
wonder
one
if
of the
it's
side
right
hustles?
for a comedy festival.
You don't think pho is funny?
We also have a new side hustle that's kind of like it's kind of like like ambient music for yoga. Like we do like sound baths.
I have okay. Well,
Just
see,
kidding,
this is something that I happen to be a bit familiar with, the sound bath. I've done a
Francois,
lot
can you
of
get
them,
The gong?
and something tells me that when I say sound bath and then when you say sound bath, that might be slightly different.
It's like I get naked and then you shout into my armpit.
Okay, no, that's not what it is. Sound. Oh, yes, there's Francois. He's bringing out the gong.
great.
Okay, then
I would
maybe you
love
could
to
show us
see.
your version. That, you know, as far as gongs go.
Wait, what is this? What is this?
Is that the one that came?
What?
And not a bong. I cannot understand him.
I cannot understand a single word he says. Well, have you ever... this is not the correct size.
Have you seen that movie Confessions of a Dangerous Mind with Sam Rockwell?
He just wants to talk about this movie.
The Gong Show?
Basically, we were supposed to order one that was 10 feet wide, but it's so small. But just imagine we have like 100 of these.
Temu is confusing with its listings.
If you can imagine that, just so loud, super loud, and people are doing yoga, and this is like 10 feet, and it's so loud.
And somehow it gets off the spit of the blokes who gather around me in a circle and spit on me.
So basically, that's been beefing up our bank account lately. We haven't had any gigs yet, but we've been promoting on Facebook ads.
Okay.
Well, do you have like a version of it that maybe you, you know, we're a pretty like open show.
Yeah, it's the third hour. Things get wild in the third hour.
Yeah, it gets wild. What the fuck?
I'm trying to imagine this sound bath.
Yeah, I'm trying to imagine the sound bath. Maybe you might have a version of it that you would be able to expose us to.
No.
Oh.
Well, I mean...
Have you ever shouted into your own crotch?
Oh, yeah.
Actually, yes. I mean, I feel like...
Here, can you put your crotch on camera, Craig?
Okay, God, this is on the internet forever.
Okay. Your butt.
Well, what I was going to say was that often when I'm crying, like it turns into a shout. And I find it easiest to cry when I'm in the shower. And
Yeah, well, crying is like a shower for the soul, Craig.
Right, exactly. Well, right. So sometimes when I'm in the shower, like, can I walk? Do you mind if I walk you through this?
Yeah, you chest, arms, pits. What do you do first?
Now, this is what I do. I'll get into the fetal position, like this. Can you see me? And here, let me raise my chair up because I think this is important. Maybe other people. I sit down on the chair on the thing like this, and I try to like create against my leg someplace like a little cup of water, and I watch the water fill and then like get to the ends of my hands and start to flow over, and sometimes somehow in that process, that's when the tears start flowing. And then at that moment, I'm really shouting and crying directly into my lap.
Craig, I gotta tell you, and now don't take this the wrong way, I think you and I have a lot in common.
That makes me feel really good. Yeah, you cry in the shower a lot too? Into cups of your own like shower, like, and
Yeah, you know that song where it's like, I like to cry when it rains because nobody can see the tears. But I'm against that song kind of because I think it's tough to cry, and it's a good thing.
It is.
I don't think we should be ashamed of crying. So I challenge you with this, Craig.
Yes.
Cry in the shower. Continue doing that. But also cry with your friends, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
cry
well.
We can cry.
Yeah.
You want to talk about something sad?
Yeah, I do. Okay, yeah. Do you have something, Sad, or would you like me to
It was
come
a
up with
question.
something? Yeah, I would like to talk about something sad.
All right, go ahead.
You know, okay, let's go there. Yeah, why not? You know, I pulled a card. I pulled a card out of a tarot deck. Are you familiar with the tarot deck?
Yes.
And I pulled a card, and it's the Fool, you know? But this was a special deck. It's called the Hermetic deck. And in this deck, the Fool is the spirit of ether. and I was thinking about that because it was just one card, and the question was like, how do you perform in your most intimate of relationships? And when I pulled the Fool, I was like, oh, that's a real like base and simple read, you know what I mean? And I don't know if I'm just a fool, but then I read the description of it, and the description being the spirit of ether. And then what is ether, right? Ether is alcohol. And Chris, what are you doing? and the spirit of alcohol. And then what is alcohol? Alcohol is the spirit.
Yeah.
So I was thinking like this fool that goes around and like provides spirit, whether in the emotional sense or whether in like, you know, the kick it back fence. Maybe that's who I am. And maybe you should be as cautious with the spirit as you are with the spirit. You know? Does this make sense to you? It made me feel very sad, actually, the way I've performed.
No, I get that. I would say being a fool is a blessing because not a lot of people have the opportunity to play with their silly side, Craig. And I would say that you know, being a spirit is also light. You know, there's levity to spirits because they fly. And you get to be an enlightenment in someone's life, and that's a good thing, because excuse me, I coughed. Things are tough, and the world can be hard, right, Craig, and Mallory, and Chris, and it's doing beautiful things with beautiful people is a good thing, and I just think that you know, a fool and a spirit and ether, that ain't so bad, you know. One can only dream to be wisping along in the wind.
Yeah.
Yeah, and.
But don't you think that maybe? Don't you think? Oh wait, maybe we're finally going to get the noise set. I mean the sound
Noise
bath.
shower, yeah.
Sound
Noise
bath.
shower.
Well, maybe we can take a noise shower and cry together.
Get the silly sads out. Oh, it did.
Those are all the words I know.
It's not a bad sound bath. As far as sound baths go,
Right? Yeah.
I'm actually impressed. No, seriously, that was incredible, and honestly, maybe better than like the weather reporting that I've seen you be doing before.
What?
I think
Ugh.
you really have a career in sound bathing.
Noise showers.
We
I
didn't
mean,
even get to I brought a theremin.
Yeah, we were basically just get started.
Key Largo, Montego, baby, why don't we go to the Vega, Bahama, oh, pretty mama, canino, no more. We can take it fast before we take it slow. On down to Kokomo, banana. Craig, we like your mama, we just want her to like us. But it's okay if she don't, cause we're not for everyone. But we just want her to know that we still think she's cool. Doing drive-by bits down in Kokomo. It's
I'm
rainy on
actu-
the East Coast today, and what?
I'm actually blown away.
That was
Really great stuff. It's like our souls melded into one.
yeah.
I'm
I felt that too, Ned.
Yeah, I think that you have something in a Ned's shower, right?
We just need like a little help with like marketing.
Ned's golden showers, because we all had brass color things.
That's exactly what
Yeah.
I'm thinking. It's Ned's golden shower, and when people come in, they can be enlightened. They'll feel like gold after being in this sound shower that you rain upon them. This is actually one of the most clever ideas, and I've never known anybody to market something under golden showers. I think you could really own that.
It's brand new.
No, yeah, I've never heard anything. I think
Ned's golden showers.
Ned's Eiffel Towers and golden showers.
Eiffel Towers and golden showers.
How
A sound bath
about
experience
we
in a
get
bathhouse in
AV
New York.
involved?
I would like that. I
Water
would like that.
towers.
Some activated sludge. Oh yeah, water towers. That rhymes.
I can't imagine what water treatment might have to do with a golden shower, but I'm sure we could find some sort
I
of.
think we're really onto something here.
Yeah. Are you guys opposed to serving cinnamon rolls there?
Not opposed as long as we can also have pho.
Little bowl of soup.
Little bowl of soup. It can be a big bowl though.
Does the size matter?
I say no, but I mean you seen what I got.
I'd like to know something personally. Do you order a lot of soup?
I'm a soup connoisseur. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, definitely.
me too. Me too. So when you get let's just say pho, when you get pho delivered to your home, do you take it out of the both? You get the noodles and stuff in one thing, and then you get the soup in another thing. Do you then provide a totally separate bowl and combine the two, or do you combine the soup into the thing that already has the stuff, or do you compute the stuff already into the soup?
Yeah, well, I would say it's a case by case basis, Craig. It's a case by case basis, Craig.
Okay, with pho.
Because no, well, exactly with pho. And it honestly depends on my environment. Like if I have access to one of my big bowls, I do enjoy eating out of a bowl. But here's the thing that you might not be considering. Is you're changing the temperature when you hit, unless you've awoken your bowl by, pouring some hot water over it to get it nice up to temperature.
Jesus
You're going to
Christ.
drastically change the temperature of that
That is
broth.
fucking incredibly.
I wasn't finished, but go ahead. I'll take a compliment.
No. Go ahead. as a soup connoisseur, I've never even considered.
I've
so
never
please,
considered that. You're blowing our minds right
Proceed.
now.
Well,
Peter
the
Payne.
cups you're talking about are called deli containers. I think they have a number associated with them, but that's the best thing to drink and eat just about anything out of, in my opinion, because they're reusable. They're reusable, and I know they are plastic, and we have microplastic.
Mine don't always come in paper, but but I'm sure that there's some sort of
What you
plastic.
got going
like,
out there? That's crazy.
You
At
get
the flow
hot
shops?
broth and paper?
Yeah, the little plastic, the paper, the tall
You just
paper.
said plastic.
No,
Well,
no.
you know what? Here, I'll just cut you off right there. I bet most paper goods are lined with a thin lining of plastic,
I'm
unless
sure
they
it
say
does.
otherwise.
I'm sure it does, and that's no good.
Yeah, but so you got a temperature thing you're worrying about. But if you have a freshly woken up bowl, then I would say I enjoy eating a soup out of a bowl. But I don't mind pouring everything in. But here's another kicker: you're gonna get those contents. They're gonna the noodle and all the extras are gonna overflow that broth. So sometimes you got to do a little bit of time, or you got to be willing to take a sip to start. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, well, I always try to take a sip to start, but also when it comes to something like ramen, like a
Yeah.
tonkatsu ramen with a
Mhm.
lot of like richness to it. The
Yeah.
problem is that you get the soup and then you push it back, and unless that thing has gotten a full stir, and by a full stir I mean like unless it's poured into something fully, it has separated. You know what I mean? Like the filth is
Yeah.
on the bottom, the
No,
scum
yeah,
or the sludge.
The fat rises to the
The
top. All those
sludge,
minerals
yeah.
from that bone broth. The tonkatsu's a bone broth, right?
Yeah,
I think
right.
so. I think it's a
I
pork
think I
bone broth.
believe so. Yes, yes.
Yeah, so all the marrow is at the bottom.
Right.
And so I'm like James Bond in that respect. I like my shit shaken.
Yeah, right. Have you ever gone full marrow and put a straw on the bottom of the bowl and just suck marrow?
I've sucked a lot of bones in my day, but I don't know if I've ever sucked marrow directly. But I got to tell you what, that sounds delicious, and I'm going to try it.
Yeah, you can go for all of the filth that's at the bottom and just like suck it up like a
Like a what, Craig?
Like a what, Craig? Like a what? Say it, you coward.
Yeah, I'm with Ned. Say it.
I didn't have
Coward.
anything, and I still don't have anything. I think I was thinking like
activated sludge.
Like activated sludge.
Like activated sludge. Yeah.
That checks out.
Yeah, no, I dig soup, and it's about to be soup season here in the Midwest. I mean, we're in a liminal space, which does not exactly contain seasons, but I would say, Ned, you ready for some soup game? What you got a soup choice? I want to go around the circle. I want to hit
Thank you.
Craig. I want to hit Chris. I want to hit Mallory.
Okay,
Mallory
let's do
first,
that.
actually.
Let's do that.
Soup of choice. You can't say Fuffa was taken.
Yeah, okay. I don't know if it's technically considered a soup, but I really like curry.
I'll take it. It's wet.
I'll take a
take it.
soup. Yeah,
I'll
it's
take
very
it.
wet. It's more wet than not.
It goes well in a bowl.
Mallory, quick fire. But take your time.
I really like a classic chicken noodle soup. I really do.
Hell
but
yeah.
but really, I'm a liar. Anything
Are you an
with
egg
cheese.
noodler? Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I don't really like egg noodles, but broccoli cheese soup, a broccoli cheese soup.
Oh yeah, I love that stuff.
Yeah.
Bread in a bread bowl.
Yeah.
Oh, in a bread bowl.
Okay. I would like. Mine is definitely a matzo ball soup.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like it really ails me when I'm sick, but if not, and this, I'm willing to argue about this, but I think I might go with the chili.
Okay, yeah.
Wait, is
I dig
chili
a chili.
soup?
A chili. That's what
I
I'm
think it's its own
saying.
classification, right?
Chili's too thick.
We counted curries.
I like a
curry's
little.
wet.
Okay.
Actually, good point.
I mean, you're right.
No,
you
I
could,
would
you
say
could
if
spill
we were
a
in a-
curry. You would droop out. You would gloop. A chili would just like clump
Yeah.
or
And it
something.
stinks.
Yeah, and then there's different classifications of soup, and I only say that as a precursor to my answer. But Chris, are you still on here? Or are you talking to AV?
I'm here.
Chris.
Super choice.
I'm here. I'm a simple. I like to keep it simple. Me would be a Hakata style Japanese ramen with extra firm noodles and black garlic oil. Real basic, simple.
Uh-huh.
That is not basic at all.
I didn't understand. Well, I understood everything but the first word. But
Water is basic.
did they eat that on The Office?
Only in the Japanese
Not the American
version.
one. Yeah.
We do have a caller that might want to chime in on soup. I don't know.
We'd love that. First of all, I'm chowder. New England clam chowder.
Right.
Go ahead.
Oh, New England clam chowder is a real winner. I don't like the Boston clam chowder. That's fucking bullshit.
Yeah. Fuck Boston. The
Fuck
whole
Boston.
place.
The whole, honestly, well, no.
But yeah, whoa.
Yeah, I know some Bostons.
You
Hey,
know-
caller, are you on the line?
I'm
Do we have a
roadie.
caller on the line? Caller, can you hear me?
Here we are. Here we are.
Hello?
Caller,
Here we
British.
are.
Hi.
We are anticipating. There it is. There it is.
Hi, caller. Are you there?
I am.
Oh, I think I recognize this voice. Caller, would you? How should we refer to you tonight?
Speakers. I'm Grody Lush.
Hey, Brody Lush, and I imagine that you're calling
no.
all the way from Kansas City, Missouri.
Yeah, but Grody.
Grody, I'm sorry, excuse me, Grody Rush. Yes, Grody Rush.
Grody. No, Grody Lush.
Oh, I'm
like
sorry.
the soap, like the handmade soap.
Grody
but
Lush.
smelly handmade
Grody
soap.
Lush.
Grody Lush. Welcome
No
to the
offense.
show.
Right.
We're here with
I'm
Ned's,
the-
and I think that they're also coming in from. Well, they're coming in from I think
A liminal space.
A liminal space.
From a beautiful space, yeah.
We were discussing soups. What's your favorite soup, and why?
Well, if I was Superman and my kryptonite it was French onion soup.
Oh, Tippins? You from here? You been to Tippins? It's gone.
Oh,
my very
you
first
brought
job
the
was I was
Tippins?
the omelet cook at Tippins.
That's where it came from. Tippins.
Yeah, they
Like,
had a
seriously,
banging
like-
ass French onion soup cooked underneath that thing that was so
And
dirty.
a French silk pie. Were they a French spot?
I think your friend there would know, Simon. I think Simon would know.
Tippins.
Hey Brody, what's on your mind tonight, Bro? Or I mean Grody.
It's Grody. Man, I was just checking in. You know, just seeing how it's going, and sending a birthday hello to Mallory. She recently got 1 year older.
They.
But
thank you.
But
we had a big coming.
either.
We had a big coming out. They.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
They.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Thank you, Grody.
Hey,
I turned one.
I just wanted to check in and say, hey, there was some kind of like thing that Chris was telling me earlier that of what the creative process is that.
Yeah, we
still
were
a
talking about
thing?
the creative process earlier.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
you've
well,
made a
trying to
lot
get-
of stuff for us. You're a creative.
And you were there for our Kansas City Variety Extravaganza.
Totally.
Yeah, with these hot gents.
Yes, these hot gents.
Very, very hot gents.
These hot gents.
I assume they're coming from the same spot that we were at.
Mm-hmm. We're not sure. It's liminal, but it looks like it.
Yeah. No, but yeah, creative process. I don't know. Like, I mean, what are your thoughts on
Well,
that?
we were talking about how how when you stop, or at least I was talking about how when you stop kind of focusing on the end result and you become immersed in the process, what emerges is an end result, maybe the one that you would have wanted to plan for in the first place. Somehow, though, I've been finding that taking my mind, like taking the end of the thing out of my head completely, yields this emergent result of I don't know. Chris was talking about if you're not, like when you step out in the rain or you step out to like walk to a restaurant and it starts raining and you're like, oh shit, I'm getting rained on. But you continue to walk and then you're just wet, and am I making any sense?
I'm following in a crazy way. I'm just you've got like a nice leash, and I'm just tagging along.
Can I? Because
Please.
I mean, Brody, given you were the first person that the three of us, me, Chris, and Craig, collaborated with, and we were talking with Alec and Samuel earlier about we're not for everybody, they're not for everybody, and I think we've experienced like that can affect collaborations and finding who can work with us, like what that looks like, what that feels like
Yeah.
it could be a learning curve.
You work with us.
Like, you work with us. What's that been like for you?
Well, what's been cool is to see like kind of because everybody in this project has like active minds and like it just really like knowing that there's something happening, but maybe not knowing what that necessarily is, but
right.
wanting to continue to tap into the concept of reaching some kind of like result, and the we're all old enough to know that like that it's okay to fail, it's okay to do. You don't have to succeed right out of the gate, and with my initial contributions, they were kind of like, more what I was thinking, and so I had to kind of, hang around you all to like get to another space to be able to like being my initial approach was like vibrant colors and all these things, and then just to sort of kind of get the vibe more and it's just been a nice development, over this whole time of working into where things are, and a lot of things kind of happen kind of naturally too. It's just that you come into something and you kind of want to assert yourself, but at the same time when you get to kind of know everybody and everything, it can take a different shape in a different form. And
Yeah, Brody, I'm so glad you called in because I this is something I've been thinking about a lot with our show, and that you used the word like success earlier because I think that's something like I've had to rethink what that means, you know, and I think that we are always doing that together where like podcasts, shows, there's like this push to like get a certain amount of numbers or have it look or feel a certain way. And that's usually based on, you know, just like mainstream shit. And I think something that for me has been so beautiful with us, and like even when we started working with you and seeing the sort of shift in how we all work together is like I feel like we're like process relationship first, and then whatever follows from that is the thing.
Yeah. Right. That's
yeah,
very
definitely,
true.
for sure.
It's really based on this like relationship to have with people, to feel safe enough to be vulnerable, and then
Yeah.
this sacred space is derived, you know, and anything goes. Feelings can be hurt. Failures can be made. And yeah, what's on the other side of those failures when you stick around?
It's the idea of the you know, I throw some ideas out there. They happen or not. It's totally great, but that's part of, you know, to me the creative process that really makes stuff. You know, like when you can, yeah, like you said, like be vulnerable. You know, like with your peers, and you know, not everything has to be solid gold, and you can
But
just,
also again it's like what we have different ideas of gold, and like it's again for me it's been so beautiful and relieving to like work outside of sort of more corporate like big things where there's very different expectations for like what like it's pacing and like churning stuff out, and you know like hierarchies and stuff.
Ned and Fam, what do you guys think?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I just got that last bit
I love the
about
sounds.
Oh, go ahead, Grody.
No. I was just saying, like, I love the sounds that are coming in. They sound good sounds.
Great. How about y'all play us? We got before we blow up.
Oh yeah. We've only got 1 minute of the show.
Play
Why
us
don't you
out,
guys
yeah.
play us into our last midnight?
Okay.
And 1, 2.
Brody, stick around.
Grody.
For sure.
Well, Mallory, that's the show. We did it again. Join our Discord, our Instagram page. There's a whole lot of stuff that we have in store. It's very important. I really want you to come and be with us next show that we have on October 4th. We're going to be discussing some really serious stuff with our good friend, Queen Amor. I think that the hero we need right now in our culture. And playing us out again is our great friends, the Emerald Collective. Mallory, anything left to say?
Thank you to Grody Brody. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Craig. Thank you, AV, for calling.
Thank you, AV. Brody, any last words from you?
Just fucking be well, take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Thank you, Grody, for calling in.
That.
We love you. We love your show. We'll see you soon. Ned, Simon, Samuel, Alec,
Joey.
Crystal, Joey, all of y'all. Thank you so much for being with us. And Chris, roll those beautiful bean footage. It's a chili reference.
No, I dig that. Mm.